So I'm out at my local trap and ski club and I've got the place to myself. Got my Bacal semi-auto shotgun here as a test platform for this 12 gauge blank or popper, whatever you want to call it. And this is the one with 30 grains of 700X, a standard lead wad with the cushion section cut out, and the remainder of the shell filled up with a filler, which is ground corn cob, the kind of stuff you'd use in a case tumbler or in a media blasting cabinet. And this is in a Federal Top Gun hull with a Federal primer. You can see that crimps fairly nicely. Very lightweight, of course, because there's no shot in it. And by way of comparison, I will fire first a lead target load just to give you an idea of the sound, and then we'll try a few of these poppers or blanks afterwards. Okay, first off I'm going to try a lead target load. It's a live shell. It's a fairly lightly loaded shell, but it is a shell nonetheless with lead in it, so we'll try that to see what kind of noise that gives. So there's a live shell. So let's try the popper with 700X in it. If anything, that's actually louder. And that's interesting. It actually it opened the gun up. It didn't eject it. I didn't think it would do that much, but apparently it generates enough pressure to do that. And there's the fired hull and the primer. So it doesn't look like there's any signs of excessive pressure. I'm gonna have a look down the barrel to see what the barrel looks like after having fired that. Okay, another one of the poppers or blanks, and we're gonna fire it off towards the woods this time with the camera showing the direction. We'll see how far the wad goes. Probably go a fair distance. Yep, the wad made it almost to the tree line, which is probably about 20 yards away. So I just went over to the tree line to pace off the distance where the wad went to, and one nice thing about having a snowbank, it was easy to find the wad on the snowbank, and it actually went just about 25 yards. So that's a pretty significant distance that it went. And there's the gas seal portion. It's blackened but still intact. And there's the shot cup portion that had the ground up corn cob inside it. One of the petals broke off along the way, but they were both in the 25-yard range. So there is a significant hazard to those wads. Not something you want to fire without having a good safe direction to fire them in. Further to sort of demonstrating that you have to use these in a safe fashion, I've got a cardboard target box on the ground. This is the box that the skeet targets come in, and I've got it about 10 paces away. I'm going to fire one of these poppers or blanks directly at it, and we'll see what happens. And by the way, the box is full of the cardboard dividers that to keep the targets from being broken in transit. So let's see how many of those it goes through. Well, one of two things happened that time. Either I completely missed the box, which is entirely possible because who knows where these wads are going to go, or I hit it dead at the side of it, but I'm thinking that I missed it. So I'm going to move about 5 feet or 5 paces closer and try my very last of these blanks that I made up. Let's give that a go. Alright, I was actually aiming at the center of the box, but we did manage to hit it. And you can see it broke through some cardboard there. You can see the wad inside. So if you look down into all the cardboard in there, you can see the wad. And how many layers did it go through? Not too many. We got a hole through the box, and then the folded down flap, which would be 2 layers. And Two more that it made a hole in and kind of a dent in the other one. So basically it went through 4 layers of cardboard, which is not an extreme amount of penetration, but that'd hurt if you got hit with that. That would definitely hurt, or you could probably lose I'm sure you'd lose an eye if you got hit in the eye with that. So once again, not an extremely dangerous thing at a distance, but caution would be well advised when using these. Up next is the 20 gauge blank load. This is once again in a Federal case. It has 20 grains of 700X, a cut down wad with just the gas section and the shot cup and the cushion section removed. So Federal hull, Federal primer, and the shell filled up with the granulated corncob media material again. So we're going to try these out of the Baikal to see what sort of result that gets. Alright, here goes one of the 20 gauge blanks. That's a good loud report off that one. Yeah, it leaves a bit of junk in the barrel, of course, which is not surprising, but primers don't look out of the ordinary. No particular issues with the hull. So let's try another one facing off towards the woods. The camera up a little higher here. We'll fire it away from the camera. Didn't see where the wad went, but once again, case looks good. This one had a Federal primer in it. The last one I fired had a Cheddite, and as you can see, they look okay. Good loud report. See if we can get a view down the barrel there. There does seem to be a fair bit of crap left behind. Most likely unburnt powder. Anyway, that shouldn't be too hard to clean out. It's not unexpected. These would be pretty low pressure regardless. Let's try another one towards the woods there and see if we can find a wad. Yeah, I saw a wad land over by the woods, so it looks like it's about 25 yards away, same as the 12 gauge. There's the primer. No particular issues with the case. I'm going to see if I can go find that wad. Well, unfortunately, no luck in recovering a wad. I think they landed on the snowbank, and being as they're white wads, I just can't seem to find one of them. But I did notice a piece of one falling by the tree line, so I'm pretty confident in saying that they'll go about 25 yards. For my last, to fire the last one of these things, I'm going to fire it sort of on an angle towards the camera, see if we can see what it looks like kind of from the front. Let's give that a go. Well, they certainly have lots of bang to them.